guys? Welcome back to a new video with Patrik Fredrickson, the CEO of Onlinetrap. This is a new value-packed YouTube video for you where I'm going to teach you how to dominate the Facebook game in 2022. So be sure after you have watched all of this video, you're going to have a much better understanding on how you can use Facebook to dominate the game for your business in 2022. First of all, just want to mind all the noises out here. I'm living in Barcelona for the moment. If you don't know already, I'm from Norway. Moved to Barcelona for around 6 months ago. And down here is a lot of noise going on, and it's definitely Friday today, so we are going to maybe hear some noise. But other than that, we still have to crank down some work and get that value videos out there. So with no further ado, just let's jump right into the video. Today you will learn about the 3 main steps to get a cheaper CPA, cost per acquisition. The second thing you're going to learn about is warm and cold Facebook accounts, which is very crucial to know about, and what the difference is. And also you're going to learn about how to tackle restrictions and feedback scores, which also have a huge impact on your overall CPA and return on investment. The last thing where I'm also going to jump into the back end is the 3-step funnel strategy, which will apply to cold Facebook accounts. Cold Facebook accounts is accounts, we're going to talk more about this very soon, but just touching right now, cold Facebook accounts is accounts that have used less than 100,000 euros on ads the last 30 days. Or overall, the overall used less than 100,000 euros. The first thing we're going to talk about is 3 main steps to get a cheaper CPA. First of all, you might heard about this a lot, and that is the website speed. You have to have an insane fast website to keep people on the website and not bounce, and maybe bounce before they even load the whole page. Just a little bit of a fun fact right here. After 2 seconds of load time, you will lose 50% of the people trying to reach your page. Every second after that, you will lose 50% more of that traffic. And as a general average in Europe, websites have a 7.4 second load time, which is insanely bad. So that would just point to say that very many websites are insanely slow, and you can just imagine if you are living in a village or trying to reach people that are like outside big cities where the 4G, 5G and 3G, 4G and the 5G networks are not that good built out, and they would have very bad signal there. They would have even longer load time. So that is something you have to pay a lot of attention to. We at Onlinetrap is going to come out with a video in the future where we show you guys how we get our pages insanely fast, and how we do that by just removing excess JavaScript, compressing pictures and videos, and overall removing everything from the theme, from the backend scripts, the coding that do not need to be there. This will increase the page speed a lot, and we have a general speed page speed on Shopify from 85 to 100. This is insanely fast, and we have worked a lot of hours on knowing how to get these pages so fast. I can just tell you right away, this have increased in general the stores for ourselves and for our clients, the revenue by 27%. So this is an insane increase in revenue. The next thing is the ad strategy, which we are going to touch on later on. And the next thing is the feedback score. So just let's jump straight to the next part right here, and then we're going to come back to the feedback score very soon in the PowerPoint, and why that is very important for you to tackle and nail down. So first of all, just to clear that out, what is a warm account, what is a cold account? Just as I told you, a warm account is an account that have used more than 100,000 euros. A cold account is an account that have used less than 100,000 euros. A warm account will definitely have a lot of data, have tested a lot of creatives, have a lot of optimizations like opt-ins for add to cart, initiated checkout, purchase, viewed content, you name it. You will have a lot of data on a warm account. This will help you a lot when you are trying to retarget and do any type of custom audience and stuff like this. This is very, very important to have a lot of data to be efficient and get those good CPAs and ROAS when trying to use custom audience. Definitely custom audiences is for warm accounts or cold accounts that are very, very, very soon becoming a warm account. So the things you have to do when you have a cold account is that you will meet a wall of restrictions. The restrictions you will meet is first of all payment. Like you cannot use more than around 20 to maybe 50 euros a day to spend on ads, which for many people are more than enough, but for in many cases, for us, for instance, that are creating a new Facebook, new account, we know what we are doing, we have a lot of budget and want to spend that budget to get those sales and test those products and campaigns much faster. And also very many examples is many clients that have a physical store right now but want to expand into the digital market and want to start doing marketing. They may also be having a website but do not run ads no more. Like they may also do have a website but have not run any ads on Facebook before because they are like an established brand like in the physical world and get a lot of traffic like that, but now want to expand. Of course they want to use more than 20 to 50 euros a day. So definitely how to tackle the payment threshold thing is to put the payment threshold as low as possible so you get as much successful payments down on the account as possible. So the three main things to do is to lower the threshold so you get as much payments as humanly possible. The next thing is to fill in all of your business information in the segment in the business ad manager account, where you're going to fill in the VAT number, the company name, and also send in some documentation. This will also speed up that process a lot. And the third thing is to post and test as many creatives as possible and just let those run so you show Facebook that you need more budget to work with. So that is very important. The next thing is the feedback score. The feedback score is something Facebook does to get a hand into the customers and into the audiences pools and the people you are reaching, and asking them how it is to interact with your brand, how it is to buy from your brand, and how good is your product or service. So we are doing Ecom for the main part, so I'm going to touch on that right now. You will find a part in your Facebook ad manager. Definitely going to make a whole video on this in the future, but you will find a part where under the business information you can find the feedback score. There you can fill in some information to tell Facebook about your shipping time and also about your products and stuff like this, to tell them up front when to send out these feedback score forms to the people that have bought from you. Because if you do not do this, they will send them out like within 5 days, and people in most cases will not have the product right then and you will get very bad feedback based on that. So you should definitely put that maybe a week longer than you expect the products to arrive to the customer, so you can be damn sure they have the product when they get the form, so you get a positive feedback there. Because if you do drop below 2 out of 5 in feedback score, your account will get banned, your Facebook page will get banned, and you will not be able to run ads for that brand no more on Facebook ever in your life. And that sucks. So that also tells you should not put all of your eggs in one basket. Definitely diversify over to a lot of platforms like Google Shopping ads, Google Search ads, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, we will teach it on this YouTube channel. So this reminds me of, if you fuck with the content right now, it will mean the world for me if you drop a like down below and even consider subscribing. Me and my girlfriend Miriam and the team at Onlinetrap are on a mission to create Onlinetrap to the most value-packed YouTube channel for you to go to when you want to learn more about crypto, NFTs, e-commerce, marketing in general, and just how to boss up and become financially free in your life within the next 12 to 18 months after starting watching us. So please hit that subscribe button, help us grow, help us reach more people, and it also gives me a confidence and a lot of joy seeing people liking the video. So thank you so much for that, and let's jump straight to the next point. And that is the 3-step funnel strategy, and this is for cold accounts, which is very interesting, which I'm going to jump into the back end. But just to put it on the top of it is brand awareness, then is add to cart, and then you retarget people that have added to cart and viewed the content. And as I told you earlier in the video, you should not retarget or create custom audiences before you have used almost or more than 100k euros. So you can imagine how long you have to go, for how long time you have to go for these 2 steps right here to build up that audience to be able to retarget. And that is where the money is. I have said this a lot of times and probably going to say it a lot of times in the future as well. The buying happens after they interact with your brand 8 to 12 times. It's not going to happen in the first interactions with the brand. Of course, you're going to have some bump sales here and there, which are very good indicators that you have a good ad or campaign, but you should definitely not turn off the ads after like 7 days if they're not doing horrifically, because you need to show the ads multiple times. But enough about that, let's jump into the juice. And this juice is for both beginners, because I'm talking straight from the scratch, but I'm talking also very advanced for the people that have done marketing for a long time. This is definitely for you as well, so stay tuned on to the end and see you in the PC. Hello guys, and yes, it's another day, but anyways, we are now here to crank out and break down the cold account strategies. So I have done myself a favor and created all the campaigns in forehand, so we can just go through them in a structured way so you can understand as much as possible. So this part right here is the part you are going to gain the most knowledge of this video. So be sure to pay attention, have your notebook and your pen ready to write down the key points and put this to your test yourself so you can see this strategy really going to work and give you a very good understanding of what product is working and not. So especially again, this is for cold accounts which have used under 100k euros on ads the last 30 days. So what you can see here, we have divided the ads or the campaigns into 3 different campaigns. The first one will be shorts. We're testing shorts. We are a brand that's selling shorts, so we just want to call it shorts, so it's understandable to read when you are going into the business ad manager and having a lot of campaigns going. It's important to have the things named so you are very structured, so you don't waste time on finding the campaign. Okay guys, so the first campaign, as I told you guys, is a short campaign. It's a TF, top of funnel campaign, and is a brand awareness. Brand awareness is something you will find at this spot right here. You would then click brand awareness and click continue, and then you would put in all your information. I'm going to show you that information now in the campaign that I have created. So the first thing here, I'm just calling them stacks. If you want to know more about how to actually fill in all the information in each ad set, why we call them stacks, and why this is a part of a spiderweb marketing strategy, be sure to click the link down below in the description to watch that video after you watch this, or wait to the end where we're going to put it up in the end screen. So just to be very quick here, we have 5 ad sets where I'm having 5 different stacks of interest and keywords. Uh, for this example right here is having 5 ad sets where we are testing one shorts. We have different types of creative in many cases, but that is also something you're going to look at the spiderweb marketing strategy video to know more about. But this is where we are testing one shorts. It's a new shorts. It's a shorts you want to get to test if the market wants, and then we are going to have 5 different stacks. This will be, as I told you guys, different stacks of interest, keywords that are relevant to your brand and the shorts you are selling. And by this way, you will be running the ads for up to 7 days, where you will establish which of these stacks are doing the best. So for the next example, which is the next step in the funnel, is shorts, of course, funnel step 2, and it's add to cart. That will be then using the 3 best campaigns, using the best 3 ad sets from the first top of funnel campaign, and then duplicate that into a new campaign where you will do this like that. Say stack number 3, stack number 2, and 1 is doing the best. Then you will mark those as a done right here. Click duplicate, and then you do it into a new campaign. Easy and peasy. No more than that. And then you will name this one shorts FS2 add the cards, and then you will create this, duplicate, click that. But I have already done that in forehand, but now I'll show you just how you would do it. Very, very simple and easy to do that. And then you will be standing with campaign looking like this, with 3 or 4 or even 5 if all of the ad sets are doing good. That's totally up to you to recognize. You will get more information about how to recognize a good ad and campaign in the spiderweb marketing video. But for now, we say we have picked 3 ad sets from that campaign that were working really, really good. So the point being here that we want to also bring with those all the likes and comments and engagements we have from the brand awareness level. So we want to bring that with us to the next level and to the add to cart level. And by duplicating the ads and not changing anything in the creatives, the copy, like the sales copy on the ad itself, by not changing anything of the copy or the creative, we will keep all the likes, comments, engagement. This is, of course, something that is very, very positive to have this trust with you into the next level. But it's also a way to tell Facebook that you are doubling down on this particular creative and copy and this type of interest. So when you have done that, you have also then new have when you have done that, you will have that new campaign that is the step 2 in the funnel, which is just add to cart. You will optimize for people that are adding to cart. And in many cases, we have seen for ourselves and our clients that by optimizing for add to cart, we also very many times get a lot of sales, and in some cases even more sales than when we are optimizing for purchase. The reason for this is because it's all auction, right? We're all bidding on the same keywords and wanting our ad to be shown to the people that are most likely to buy. So this is called an auction. So when you're doubling down, you're really showing Facebook that you are here to stay and you get a better placement in that auction. So when you have duplicated these ad sets into the new campaign, you will let them run for like 3 to 7 days. We also talk about this in the spiderweb marketing strategy, when to scale and how to scale vertically and horizontally. But anyways, let them run for at least 3 days before judging them at all. Also, let the ad sets in the first top of funnel campaign, where you have the brand awareness, let them run until the new ones in this particular campaign, the add to cart campaign, outperform the brand awareness ones, because if not, you're going to lose money. And also after 3 days you will get a hang of, is this a good audience pool? Did I miss the audience pool? Should I turn them off? Should I increase the budget with 10 to 15%? Or should I just leave them at as is? So after 3 days, you will have a lot more information, data to go out of. And by day 7, you should have some of these already doing very, very well, and you are starting to scale them uh, both vertically and horizontally. Be sure to check the Spiderweb marketing strategy video out to know what the fuck I'm talking about there. So when you have done this step and they have run for 7 days, then the brand awareness ad had maybe run for like 2 weeks, and you are starting to scale, and we are starting to move out into the fourth and fifth week, right? You have at this point a lot of add to carts, initiated checkout, viewed content, and so forth. So then it's time for step 3 in the funnel step strategy we use for cold Facebook ad accounts in 2022. So then we will go to the shorts, and then to the FS3, the funnel step 3, and this is the purchase where you're optimizing for purchase. Where you would do this is, then you click create ad, conversions, continue, and then you will name the campaign as I'm naming mine, shorts FS3, so forth, so you don't waste time. And then you also just go here and then you optimize for purchase. Simple as that. And as also mentioned, this is a demo account, so we don't have any pixels set up, but we are definitely coming out in the very, very, very soon future, showing you guys how we are setting up our Facebook pixels, and in, for instance, every other pixel we use on every other platform through State.io and Google Tag Manager. By doing this, we are sort of going the back door and collecting as much data. We will say from 80 to 100% of all data done across all platforms, and collecting that into one platform and spreading all that data out to the platforms again. So by doing this, we are not having any problems after the iOS 14.5 update, but that is definitely for another video. So after you have gone in and put up purchase, you would just do the things I would show you now, because I've already done this and we are ahead of this video, so we can make it quick, easy, and understandable for you guys, and also not clicking the boring stuff all over again and again and again. So the campaign will look like this when you have created it, and this is custom audiences. Okay, this is very important to notice. This is a custom audience. I will leave a link down in the description down below where I'm talking about everything about a custom audience, what it is, what you use it for, and why it's so important. So be sure to look at that video as well. We will also link that in the outro video, so you can just click the video while you're finished watching this. But anyways, when you have created a custom audiences, you will have these ad sets up and running in no time. But first of all, this will be one of them. You have the shorts, you have a lot of traffic after the 4 to 5 weeks, and then you want to start to capitalize on all the people that just bounced, they didn't purchase anything. This is where the money is when it comes to marketing, and even in sales, in in the real world. It's the follow-up. The follow-up is where the money is. I talk about this a lot. The sales happen when it's 8 to 12 times of interacting with your brand. So you cannot expect people to buy anything or opt in for a lead or a call if they just watch you once or twice or 3 times. This will of course happen occasionally where you just get bounce sales here and there, but in general you will see the biggest ROAS come when you start showing your brand 8 to 12 times. So this is why you will have a custom audience. A custom audience, just be really quick, is an audience you pre-design and premeditate who is in this audience. And this can be everybody that have been watching and clicking the ad and gone to the product page and looked at the shorts. This will be a viewed content. The next one will be all of the people that have looked at the shorts and then added the shorts to cart. And the last one will be all of the people that have started and initiated checkout, which means putting in card information and so forth. Then you let those run for at least 3 days, up to 7 days. After that point, you will know which is working the best. And then you just start scaling horizontally and vertically again. So I also want to mention, if you come to this step, it's not all of the ads, all of the products that are going to come to the last like retargeting step. This is after 4 to 5 weeks. So be sure to manage your ads, read the ads good so you don't lose money on the way, because this is not like a get rich quick scheme. You really have to pay attention to the numbers, and one ad can turn out to be a very, very bad ad in 2 days, while you was thinking this is going to be the best one. So do not just let them go and do your thing and think this is a set and go thing. It's the work starts after you actually push the campaign. This is where the marketers and the people that are making a lot of money are the best. Is the adjusting, duplicating, scaling, and how to know what's working and not. So thank you so much for joining the video. I really, really appreciate you. If you like this type of content, please leave a like down below. It really gives me a more boost and showing me that this is something that you like. Also comment down below if there's anything else you want me to talk about, of course, and if it's any other formats you want me to learn you on. And other than that, find your hustle, make your money, so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do with it.
Yeah, all this money on me. Whoa. Yeah.